to be great. Now that we have the right to do things by ourselves.
The play Tafawa Balewa, the Golden Voice of Africa, is the story of Nigeria's first and only Prime Minister, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, popularly described as the Golden Voice of Africa, highlighting his life and times, leadership style and role in Nigeria's independence.
Issue of the crisis, as well as provide a temporary measure that would just calm the issues by then.
The stage play, which was the second edition in the series of Tales of Legends after Abibatu Mogaji, the lead actor who played Tafawa Balewa spoke with confidence and calmness, just like the great leader himself.
At least our great guy has arrived. And Nigeria is now indeed an independent, sovereign nation. Words cannot adequately express my joy and pride at being a Nigerian citizen, privileged to accept from Her Royal Majesty these constitutional instruments which are indeed symbols of Nigeria's independence.
As the play progressed, the scenes showed the lifetime of the legend from a young age till his time as Prime Minister, also showing the effort of Sir Tafawa Balewa in securing Nigeria's independence.
It seems to me that we have to use the same structure we are condemning to change what we want to change.
His Excellency Aremo Segun Oshoba, the former governor of Ogun State, who was represented, commended the efforts to use drama to revive history.
In his earlier days as a reporter, he was well known to His Excellency Alhaji Tafawa Balewa. And indeed, when that terrible incident occurred and the Prime Minister lost his life, there was a terrible moment in the country because for some days, nobody knew where the body of the Prime Minister was. And it was to the credit of Chief Oshoba as a young reporter to find that body on the road outside Lagos.
One of the most powerful moments of the play was the use of technology to recreate a message for the nation by the late Prime Minister, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa.
My fellow Nigerians, as I look back on my journey, I am humbled by the privilege to serve you. Our nation's future lies not in the hands of one leader, but in the hearts of every Nigerian who dreams of a better tomorrow. Let us continue to uphold the values of unity and progress, for they are the foundation of our strength. As I leave you with the realities of the economy, my prayers are with you always.
After the performance, the lead actor shared his thoughts, saying it was a great honor to play such an important figure in Nigeria's history, describing Tafawa Balewa as the leader who believed in peace and progress of the country.
Everybody, wherever you are, most especially when you are in the position of leadership, make sure that there is no communication gap. You should always make sure you communicate and everybody is carried along, because by the time you begin to have gap in communication, then you might begin to have problems and people might feel they are being subjugated or there is nepotism and stuff. But there should always be clear information and there should be fairness, like what we have just seen.
Ola Awakan, the writer and executive producer, also spoke about the play. He explained that his goal was to educate Nigerians about the life of Tafawa Balewa. The play was created to remind Nigerians of his leadership and the values he stood for.
I felt that I need to do a biopic myself because that's the way to go. Tell the story of great people so that we can encourage our younger generation to also learn from the great attributes of these men who have done well for us. So if we learn from them, the society will be better, rather than just doing things in a way that will not profit our society.
The audience praised the cast and crew for their hard work and for bringing history to the stage in such a powerful way. Some emphasized the need for more plays like this to be produced to teach young people about Nigeria's heritage. adding that the government should support this initiative so as to keep history.
Any society that has no regard for history is a society that has lost its soul. What Mr. Ola Awakan is doing, and successfully too, is to make all of us wake up to what happened in the past so that we can look at how we can use the experience of the past, the lessons of all those things to shape our future.
Yes, I did it in history, but I've not had the opportunity to really know exactly what happened about Tafawa Balewa. And he's doing a good job, and I will appreciate philanthropists to help him so that children, if at 63 I'm appreciating this, I'm sure younger children that are younger than me will be able to appreciate it more.
I think it was a phenomenal job that Ola Awakan and the entire team did. Depicted the legend and nationalist, somebody who we all admire. We learned about the school, but not in detail. So he went further to explain to us all the dynamics surrounding his death and how he was trying really hard to bring Nigeria together.
Bringing Tafawa Balewa to life, it's something that a whole lot of people should appreciate. People who probably know little about history, because when you read to pass exam, you may not appreciate how much of the significance of the people in that history, talking about Tafawa Balewa, the Obafemi Awolowo, the Sadana of Sokoto, and quite a lot of people who gave us the Nigeria we have today.
For a whole first Prime Minister of Nigeria to be able to humble himself, and most people feel that he left with a lot of things, but actually he didn't, and he couldn't leave enough inheritance for the rest of his kids. And I learned that it's really good to have integrity. Integrity stands out, makes it to stand out a lot.
I did not really prioritize the fact that there are actually people that led this country to what it is today, and how those people sacrificed things, and the fact that Tafawa Balewa was so humble, even though his position and everything. And it really taught me a lot that even though he was held in high esteem, he was still able to humble himself, which is a very hard thing to do.
The play was produced by Artworks Communications in collaboration with the National Troupe of Nigeria and is planned to be taken on a tour to other states after the Abuja and Lagos productions. Tafawa Balewa, the golden voice of Africa, was more than just a play.